Yo, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Envy.
And your boy Oscar.
Followed by your boy Jay.
Yo, and you at the Hype Empire. Today's subject, we're going to talk about the red pill and the green pill. No, red and the blue. Red being you know the truth, and blue being you're ignorant. All right, kind of like the Matrix. But we're going back and forth with scenarios, kind of like with religion. Like if you found out the truth about Jesus, like you go back in time, and would you come back and tell people the truth? One of you guys want to lead it off?
Yeah, I'll start this. I hate that word ignorant, but I wouldn't want to know. I wouldn't want to know. Like it'll change. I don't want to change my perception of. I guess it's hard to go back and know that everything you've done is a lie. It kind of makes you feel um, like all my whole truth, my whole life has been for nothing. And I feel like you'd have more. I feel like I'd have more regrets that way. And even going forward, does anything even matter? It helps. I think it would make me I wouldn't feel as motivated as I do.
Hmm. I don't know. This is a really tough question. It's really deep because I'm conflicted, guys. Like I don't know if like I would want to know, but then like I don't know if I want to tell everybody. Well, one, you don't even know if they believe you. You know what I mean? You going back in time and then coming back and then you knowing the truth or whatever, right? But like,
Would you tell your kids?
yeah, I would. I would. Like I would. I don't know. I would have to tell them for sure because um yeah, I don't know. It's like you. I mean, what are you gonna find out? You know what I mean? Like I
It,
guess it all depends on what you find out. I don't
you know,
know.
it makes me even wonder: are there time travelers that come back and tell us things, and we're just like, that person's crazy?
Yeah. Have you seen those? Like I've seen a couple of those. Like there's a I
Okay,
forget what it's
hold on.
called.
Before you go out of off topic, let me get mine in, and then we're gonna go somewhere completely different, guys. All right, look. What's tough about this is if it was aside from Jesus and God, I wouldn't. I'd want to know, but maybe not. Maybe not. I'm not too sure about that one. But as far as spreading the word of it's not being real, no, because I think that in itself does so much for the world. Like I think there's so much ugliness in the world, and I think people need to have faith and believe in something. So if I knew for sure that it wasn't true, I wouldn't tell anybody. I wouldn't even tell my kids because I want them to have hope and faith in things that they can't even see. Because I think what's gonna end up happening is people are just gonna think that I can do whatever I want. There's no such thing as hell. Imagine how much killing there would be. Imagine how much less happy this world would be because there's no God. Like there's nothing, in honesty, for you to look forward to in the afterlife. Like once you die, that's it. So if I knew for sure the truth, I wouldn't tell it to it. I don't want. I wouldn't want to wish that on anyone. But if it was something else, like something my friends knew that I didn't, I would want to know. Hell yeah, I'd want to know. Even if that would make me feel bad, I'd want to know. Like that's just me.
So going back to what I was gonna say, it's just real quick. I know it's off subject, but have you guys ever seen those? I don't know, it's like
Yeah,
conspiracy theories, like
like
where
where the person was holding a cell phone back in the day. I've
yeah.
seen those.
That was crazy. Anyway, I don't know. I guess to me it's difficult. Like I don't know if you guys know, but like I don't feel myself as like a religious kind of guy. You know what I mean? And what I mean by religious is like as far as religion. You know what I mean? Like, do I believe in God? Yes. Do I believe there's many gods? I don't know. Like that point, I don't know. You know what I mean? Um, but as far as like knowing the truth, like I mean, I don't know. What if you went back and you found out that there was just like more than one God? You know what I mean? Like Native Americans had it right. You know what I mean? Because they prayed to different gods. You know what I mean? Like where did you know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. It's like and I understand you, Eric. Like you don't want to go back and then tell everybody else this that you know there's there's no hell or whatever, and there's no heaven because of like, cause like what you said, like they're, how would the world be like? But there's a lot of people that, I don't know, that don't believe in that stuff, but they're not bad people.
Yeah, they just do things because they know it's the right thing.
Yeah, they just have morals. You know what I mean? And to me, I was like, and I understand that. Like, I understand that about the religions. Like, it's like another way to teach you right from wrong. You know what I mean? I guess it's like trying to help like your parents like raise, or like teaching society what's right and what's wrong. You know what I mean? As far as at least the basics, because there's a lot of controversies out there of what's right and what's wrong. You know what I mean? Like same-sex marriage.
I
Like
just
what's
think it'll be a lot worse than it really is, because like you said, I think some people would ethically like be good people. But I think overall, if the whole world knew that there was no God, I think it'd be more chaotic than it really is.
Mhm. But who's to
Not
say like,
new, not really new, but believed.
yeah, but I mean, we're okay. So we're talking about the red pill, blue pill, right? So what if the truth was like, that there is that one God? You know what I mean?
I
What
tell everybody.
you see what I'm saying? Like,
If
but
you
what
know
if
what's crazy,
you found out he was like he didn't care? Like, yeah, he created life and then he just left it.
no,
What if
you
you
know
know what I
what's
mean?
even more crazy is how much would it change you if you knew without a shadow of a doubt there was God? Like you knew 100%, would you come back and would you change your life? Would you live differently?
Would I live differently?
Yeah, now I'm not talking about spreading the word.
Nah.
Forget all that. I'm talking about
Yeah.
you personally. Will you, if you saw Jesus talk to you, would you come back and be a different person?
Wait, hold on. If there was a God and
Yeah, you
like
you
Jesus
actually
talked
met
to me,
Jesus. You went back, you took the pill, it took you to Jesus, he talked to you and all that, then you came back in this time, all like in a dream or whatever. And now you're in reality and you know the truth. Would you live your life differently?
no, not really.
So you're
I
living your
wouldn't.
life knowing that there is Jesus.
I I don't know. That's the thing. Like for me, I don't know. I'm more of a like seeing is believing kind of deal. You know what I mean? To me, like I gotta see it to believe it. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
but
And
if you
like
saw
you
it,
say, I was like you say you like, but that's what I'm saying. It's like it I wouldn't. To me, it's I wouldn't live any differently. You know what I mean? Because you're saying like I'm living right now, like if I believe in God or if I believe in Jesus. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's like I'm not. Like I'm living off of like morals. Like and granted, like I went through like I was raised as a Catholic, so I went through like my first Holy Communion, my baptism, uh, I got confirmation. You know what I mean? So I went through all those schools. You know what I mean? And like I learned about it and everything. But like to me, it's I don't know. I see like I said, it's the whole religion thing that gets me. You know what I mean? Um, I don't believe what man tells me because of how I see them. You know what I mean? And what I mean by man is like humans, right? Us. You know what I mean? Because I see what happens. You know what I mean? If somebody's like living to, like you've heard of all um these priests, that they molest their altar boys or their altar girls or whatever. You know what I mean? Like they're following the religion. Like how do you know what I mean? How do you do that? You know what I'm saying? It's like how are you gonna believe that person that's gonna preach to you? You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. It's like, do I have like some type of faith that there's a greater power out there? Yes, but do I know what it is for exactly for sure? I don't. Like I don't because I haven't seen it. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to me. It's really hard for me to say like, all right, this is, you know, this is what it is. Like, yeah, you have that, and that's what I'm saying. It's like faith, I guess, goes a long way for certain people. You know what I mean? You have to believe, like, you have to have faith that this is true. You know what I mean? For me, it's I have faith that there's something out there, right? I just don't know what it is, and I can't trust different people because there's different religions, and for me, it's like there's I was overseas, right, and in the Middle East, and there's Muslims over there, right, and they're Arabs, right? There's Christians over there, You know what I mean? They're just not all Muslims. So it's like, who's to say who's right and who's wrong? You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's what gets, I don't know, that's what gets me.
I'm
Okay,
not
hold on,
trying to
hold on.
sway. I'm not trying to sway anybody here, but I just think there is a higher power out there, and whatever helps you be a better you is I'm all for it. And that's why I wouldn't say, that's why I wouldn't react. That's why I wouldn't behave different if I knew the truth, because I want to hold myself to that standard right now.
And I think Oscar's talking about more religion. He's not talking about more the pill than anything. But as far as the religion thing, yeah, I think to each their own. I think what Jay said, whatever makes you a better person at the end of the day. If I believe in like what Jehovah's Witnesses believe, and my son believes in Buddhist, and it makes him a better person, and being a Jehovah's Witness made him a worse person, then yeah, be a Buddhist. Like whatever makes you a better person. But as far as all that, as far as God, I don't know. Like I'm the same boat as Oscar. I don't know, but I think whatever makes you a better person. And I think it is hard to trust, man. Like as far as the religion, if they say, "Oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this," and yet there's so many different religions, and like Brother Crawford told us, if there's one thing wrong with your religion, you shouldn't be following it, even if it's just one. If you find one thing wrong with it, the religion. We'll say this about what Oscar said: you can't follow people. If you keep trying to follow what's it called God through people, people are always going to disappoint you. The priests and all that, yeah, I'm not a big. I grew up a Catholic too. I'm not into Catholic religions because there's so many things that I feel that aren't right about it. But that again, to each their own. Whatever makes a better person. But I don't follow that religion. But as far as like the green pill and the blue pill, I'm more of a yo. I want to know.
Oh,
Ignorance isn't bliss.
I got a question. So, like, this is another kind of scenario. I know we kind of went like a religious part or whatever. What about history? You know what I mean? What about you always hear about our history, right? Like, you always hear the winning side, right? And that's always the good side,
Kind of
right?
like
And
Christopher
hearing like,
Columbus, that we grew up
yeah,
know thinking that he was a what's it called. And now we found out that there's not even a Christopher Columbus Day. They took it off because they found out what he really is.
yeah,
But I think
exactly.
like that, ignorance
So do
is.
do you want do you want to know the truth? Like, as far as our history, like, if you went back into time, it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like,
Here, I'm gonna answer that question really quick. Yes and no. I want to know if it's gonna directly affect me. Christopher Columbus, I don't care about. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't care about what E equals MC squared. As long as it really affects me and it's gonna help me grow, I want to know. But into history and all that, yo, like I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't really care.
Jay,
Um, I kind of feel like everything that's happened in our history, whether it directly affected me or not, it did. And I think that it's like the whole butterfly effect. You can't change anything in the past because it'll affect the future. So I kind of like, I do like knowing about our history, but at the same time, I don't want to dwell on it and just think of negativity on it. That's why I don't want to know, because obviously whatever happened is the reason why I am who I am today, why everything it is the way it is today. But I know that's just part of my truth, and what I see is my truth.
And I think if
How
we're
can you
gonna go
not
to
know if how can you not know if something is real or not if you don't know?
And I think if we were gonna go to war, then I would care more about history. If I was into like that, because it's gonna affect me. Like if you don't, uh, what is it? Understand it, you're doomed to repeat it. You don't learn from it, you're doomed to repeat it.
Yeah.
But
mhm.
I'm telling you, Christopher Columbus and all that, that's not gonna affect me. Like I don't really care. But if I was gonna be in war and I needed to know strategies and all that, then yeah, I'd care about it. But I think like that, if it's not gonna really affect me, I wouldn't want to know. Like religion, that would really affect me. Like that, it's kind of something I would really want to know. But as far as all this other stuff, I don't want to know it all. I just want to know what's going to help me succeed in life.
Another question. Sorry, I don't know if this red pill, blue pill kind of deal was like, if you had the opportunity, you have the red pill, blue pill, to know exactly when you're gonna die, would you do it? Would you take that?
No, because I feel
No.
like I wouldn't live life to the fullest. I'd be worried about that one day. And like right now, I'd be living it with my brothers, like really being happy, and then I'd be miserable, I think. Because who's to say it's not going to be
I don't
next
know.
week?
I think I don't know. for me, I think I take that pill. I want to know just so I can live my life to the fullest. You know what I mean?
But you don't need the pill for
It's
that.
like
You can just do that right now.
You can do that now.
true, true, true. But
And
I
there,
think I don't know. I think there's I don't
Perspective
know.
in it. Yeah, I do think
I
so
think
too.
in a way yes, because right now I have responsibilities. You know what I mean? Those responsibilities, like I'm not gonna have those because once I'm gone, I'm gone. You know what I mean? So why not live without some of those responsibilities? You know what I'm saying?
I think what
Like
like
for example, like why would I go back to work?
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think if Nat knew that she was gonna die next in like the next 2 weeks, she would just spend the time with us. She'd take vacation because I mean she gets what's it called? She wouldn't quit her job because she gets benefits from it, but she would just put her 2 weeks in 2 weeks vacation, and then if she'd spend it with her family. But I mean, that's kind of like when people say like that. Well, why would I work hard now? There's no guaranteed in life. Like you don't even
Yeah,
know I'm gonna live to 80. So I'm gonna live my life happy right now, but I'm gonna be miserable when I do hit 80 because I didn't do anything now
yeah.
to prepare myself for the future. So you don't know. So I would just think, yeah. And
That's why I
I
would
wouldn't want
want
to
to
know.
know. That's what I would
No.
want to know.
no, just take advantage of today. Don't procrastinate on anything.
I mean, I do. I mean, I'm not gonna. Okay, no, never mind. I do procrastinate. I procrastinate on a lot of things.
I do.
I
I was
was
like,
gonna
You
try
know
to
what we're
lie.
talking
I was
about,
gonna
Oscar.
try to lie. No, I'm not gonna
Hey
lie. I
guys,
procrastinate a lot.
we had to download this program. Jay told me I downloaded it that same day. Oscar barely downloaded it like 10 minutes ago. This guy's a freaking liar. You
Right
know?
before this video, I was like, "Hey, do we really need this though?" Like, I didn't know. Anyway, but no. So, like, yeah, I know I do procrastinate on some on certain things. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Just to know, like, whether it be like a month or maybe what if it's like, okay, you're gonna die when you're like 82. You know what I mean? On this day.
Okay,
You know
but
what I
is
mean?
that a guarantee? Let's just say
It's
you
like
did know. Okay, hypothetically, let's just say you did know, but knowing it's going to change. The fact that you knew, like you took the pill and you say, okay, this is where you were going to die. You take the pill. Then they tell you, because you took the pill, it's going to change. Would you still take the pill?
then you never know. Like, no, like that's not, I don't know. I don't think you're adding too many rules now.
No, because that's the truth.
because
Because you
because
can
if you take
change
the
your
pill, like
past.
you're taking the pill to know, but then it's gonna change. Then what's the use of taking the
Exactly. This
pill
is what I'm
then?
saying is you wouldn't live the same life because now you know. So you're gonna do things a little differently. So what you wouldn't have done, let's say you
Like
never
you go
want you
skydiving a
yeah,
lot
you
more
never
often.
thought about skydiving. And then you
Bungee
think,
jump.
yeah, and then you think I'm gonna go skydive. And then you die doing that. But because you knew you were gonna live to
But
80,
no, but that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying is like, what if it's that? But that's what I'm saying. Like you're adding like a different. You're adding the different variable.
I'm
You know
saying
what
I
I
don't
mean?
think you could know
You're-
that and live your life like I don't think you could.
well, that's what I'm saying. It's like you live. Yeah, you live your life different. You know what I mean? To a certain extent. You know what I mean?
But that would change everything. And that
But
would mean you
because
wouldn't
that's
die
what I'm
the
saying. It's
same.
like huh?
That means you wouldn't die the same. Because if I knew I was gonna
No,
live
no,
to
no.
80,
I'm
I would
saying that's
eat
what I'm saying. No, no.
junk
The whole
food.
thing is if you take that pill, you'll know exactly when you're gonna die and how. Okay,
But you're saying you wouldn't be
and
able to
that
fix it. Like, let's say you die of a heart attack, and then you say, okay, I'm gonna start eating healthy. Regardless,
what
you're
do you
gonna
mean?
die of a heart attack.
Yeah.
That
What
doesn't.
I mean, what
That's
if
what I'm
it's
saying.
stress? Dude,
You knowing is gonna change everything.
you can get a heart attack by other things. It doesn't have
Okay,
to be by
okay.
not eating
Let
healthy.
me
You
tell
can
you
get
this.
a heart attack by stress.
Okay, let's just say you died by skydiving. You knew that you're gonna die. Would you ever skydive?
Heck no, I would never
That's what I'm
skydive.
saying. Then you would change
But
it. You
then
would
but
change your.
something would happen. No, no. Have you ever heard of like do you believe in fate and destiny and everything?
Yeah, but I think you can change
You
it.
ever seen those movies like oh like you're gonna die in 7 days? Like the ring,
No,
and they
I
try
think
to
it's a general thing. I think we're all destined for greatness, and I think we
uh,
decide what that is. But I don't think it's like, hey, Oscar, you're gonna be great only if you become a pastor. I don't think it's that. I
no
think
no no no, that's
God
not what
wants
I'm
us
saying.
all to be great, but it's up to you whether you want to be great or not.
No, I'm saying as like as far as the whole death thing, like if and you've seen it in many movies, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Like
like
they
the
tell you
Final
it's like, oh
Destination. Like they say you're
yeah,
gonna drown. and they try to avoid water, and somehow the water gets in or something like that.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
I don't believe in that, because if they die, because if
Well,
you
no,
notice
but
that
that's what I'm
thing-
saying. Yeah, obviously you don't believe in that. Come on, who's gonna believe in the red pill and blue pill?
no, but
We're talking about hypothetically, Eric.
no, what I'm saying
Obviously, you
is
don't believe in this.
you would do everything to avoid that situation once you knew it.
Exactly. What if? Okay, hold on. All right. So you say that, right? You said about the whole skydiving thing, right?
It would just have to
What
be
if?
that day. You would have to
What
say
if?
you're gonna die this day, and that's it. Knowing how you're gonna try to alter it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Is like, I don't know. To me, like, if you take that red pill, like, it doesn't matter. You're gonna try to alter it, but you're gonna find yourself a way. Like, obviously, we don't
No,
know
I
if it's
think you're
true or
just gonna
not. But
die
I'm just saying.
regardless. Whether you were gonna die from a car crash, but then you avoid cars. Now you're gonna
Bottom line, I would want to take the red pill, and I
And-
would want to know,
no.
and that way, and I would live my life different, depending on when I die.
All right.
No, I wouldn't want
There's
to.
the
I
red
wouldn't do
pill,
that.
Oscar. In your life different.
No, because I wouldn't take advantage of today. I think you're trying to have too much control of what you can't have control of, and you're not controlling the things that you should control. And that's why I rather just know the truth. I'd rather not know the truth and just live my life and take full advantage of every day. Because whether you die tomorrow or 10 years from now or whatever, when you die, I don't want to be on my deathbed thinking I didn't take full advantage of my life.
So, quick question. Another quick question. I have a bunch of questions right now. So, God forbid, and I say God because, like I said, I believe in a force or God, right? God forbid any of us came down with, an illness, right? Terminal, right? And the doctor can tell you, you have so many months to live. Would you want the doctor to tell you?
Yeah, I would.
I mean,
That's
What's the
different.
difference between?
No, because that's different, because that, to me, it's kind of like you kind of already know your time limit is already, like, you want to know, like, as far as if it's months. But if you're talking about, like, I don't know if I'm going to live tomorrow or I'm going to live 80 years from now. No, if he told me that was my scenario, oh no, sir, you can live up to 80 years, then it's kind of like, okay, well, that doesn't really matter. But if you're telling me for sure, I'm going to live for 3 months because of this, then I'd be all like, yo, then I think that's different.
Because it's like what you said right now. If they told you you're going to have a heart attack and it was due to you weren't eating the right foods, you can start eating the right foods and live longer, instead of just thinking, well, I'm gonna die anyway. You have certain controls, and people who just go out there and say, well, it doesn't matter, I'm going to the grave anyway.
YOLO.
Yeah, YOLO. It's like, guys, like, think about this. You're changing your own variable. Forget about what anybody else told you. Like, what do you think is right? You can live as long as you want, but if you're going to keep eating certain foods that that don't agree with you, and there's even some people who do this. Well, like let's say, for instance, Eric likes eating fried foods, and I say, well, Eric eats it. That doesn't mean that I can eat it. Like, we're different. Like, not everybody's the same. And even though he's not even showing any signs of diminishing because of it, that doesn't mean that something's not going wrong inside of him. He shouldn't eat it either.
Or
It's
like
just
people smoke,
different.
and some people, it hits them harder. They get cancer sooner
Yep.
than other people. Like,
Exactly.
and some people never get cancer from smoking. It doesn't mean that smoking is not going to kill you. Like, I mean, you can't say kill everybody, but you can
still
you're
change your own
gambling
variable.
at that point. Yeah, like you're really gambling.
So if you go
Just
through
saying,
life
if it's
thinking,
we're doing hypothetically, you know what I mean? Red pill. It's gonna,
no, I don't want to know.
you know what I mean?
I don't
I'm
want to know.
just saying.
Not the
Because
life.
obviously there's gonna be a variable, but I'm saying in this scenario, it's
Not life. I wouldn't want to know how long I'm gonna live, but if it's for Jesus and all that, yeah, I'd be a little more curious. I'd think like, let me.
No,
It's what I told you. I wouldn't tell everybody. If it was the truth, I'll spread the word. If it wasn't the truth, I'm not saying anything.
yeah, being that you're spreading that word, though, how many people would even want to, hey, this guy's a devil worshiper, he's lying, or you know what I mean? You can scare a lot of people like that too.
No, yeah, I'm not gonna force it like that. Like, what I'm saying is, I think I would
I tell the
speak it knowing a
closest.
little bit truth, or yeah, like I would speak it knowing like, yo, I mean, it's real, like, and I'm telling you, it's real. But at the end of the day, just like Jay said, people still believe in that, like now, like they really believe like that. They for sure know that there is a God, and
Mhm.
who's listening,
Yeah,
regardless if
you
you're
see,
gonna listen or not.
yeah, and like what Oscar had said earlier was, he has to see things to believe them. So just because you told him doesn't mean he's gonna believe it.
Yeah.
True. I
So
mean,
you're gonna say, "Hey, God, go tell Oscar too."
I would lean towards more. If Eric told me that, like, hey, I went back into time and I took a
You
red
wouldn't think
pill, and
you wouldn't think he's
I was
crazy.
like, huh?
You wouldn't think he's crazy at all. Like,
I'd be
what has
like,
he been eating?
dude,
Smoking
like,
on.
what red pills did he take?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For
Like, what
true.
were in those red pills? But I mean, I don't know if I don't know. Like I said, I have faith, you know, to a certain extent, obviously, but um, to hear somebody, you know what I mean, like somebody close to me, you know what I mean, to say they had some kind of religious experience or like out of body experience, whatever. I'd have to like I'd be intrigued, you know what I mean,
Okay, here's one last one,
and I
guys,
would listen.
to just sum it up real quick because we're gonna make this video too long. Here's one zinger, okay? Would you guys want to know if your kids, when your kids were gonna pass away?
Oh, that's hard.
You know,
You would know
I don't know.
how. You would know
I
how.
could be
Not why, but you would know how. Would you want
no,
to know?
no. I'm telling you,
Could we change it?
Yeah. Doesn't mean that they're gonna live longer. It just means that that's not how they're gonna die.
Man, that's a hard one.
no. I'm telling you, I don't want to. I wouldn't want to live like that. I wouldn't want to live knowing when the end is there. Like I just want to live life to live it. I don't want to see the end date for myself or my kids or any of my loved ones. No, I don't want to know that. It's I wouldn't be able to live life myself knowing that.
And I think that's what you would take away from everything. You wouldn't. Like if I knew that Noah was gonna die of, let's say, skydiving, I would do everything in my power to make sure he never got into a plane or join the military or something, anything that had to do with, and you would stress yourself knowing that, like you wouldn't live your life to the fullest because you'd be worried about him living his as long as he was. You know what I mean? So, and then especially knowing that, okay, he's not gonna die from skydiving anymore. Now he's gonna die in a car accident. But because you told him that, now he's driving cars more, and that happens. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that would suck.
you know, I want to see if I'm just a little too sheltered here. Or in the comments, let us know. Let us know what pill would you take? Would you want to know?
And
Would
how much
you
truth would you want to know?
and would you spread that truth?
Yeah.
And then after you found out the truth, would you want to go back to being ignorant, or not ignorant, but you know
Yeah.
what I
Would
mean?
you wish you took the other pill?
He's
Yeah.
like,
All right. Yeah. Let us know in the comments, guys, man.
Yeah.
Love
Drop
y'all.
us one of these.
Oh, yeah. Smash that thumbs up. Smash that subscribe button, man. You guys. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for everything you guys are doing. Love y'all. God bless. Till the next.
peace.